Hey YouTube fans, welcome to another episode of Bowhunt Or Die. As always, don't forget to like and share this great show. Justin,
yes.
Talk to me here. A lot of food plot stuff going on.
A lot of food plot stuff going on this week, guys. So we want to hear from you. What type of food plots are you planting? When did you plant them? Or when are you planting them now that we're heading into fall food plot season? So let us know below.
But we want the secrets. We want the good stuff. I mean, everyone knows you buy seed, you throw it on the ground. Come on, are you designing your plots in a certain way, using certain fertilizers? Come on, we need some tips too, right?
Yeah, tips and tricks for food plots. So guys, make sure you leave your comments below.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Bowhunt Or Die. Justin, I am feeling it today. I don't know what is going on, but
yeah, you're less than a week away from actually going hunting.
Now
That's what you're feeling right now.
I'm feeling it. It's going through my bloodstream right now. We've got a great episode lined up here. We just got back from Deerfest, and I think that may have been part of what's got me just jacked up. You know,
yeah, man, it gets you going for the fall, man. Everybody's there. You're together. Bow hunters, deer hunters. Thank you to everybody that came out and stopped by the booth. It was great to see and meet everybody. As we promised, we'd give a special shout out to our young fans, Isaac and Ian Springer, who stopped by the booth. They were rocking their Bowhunt Or Die gear. So again, guys, thank you for stopping by. We really appreciate it. Hope to see everybody again next year.
Speaking of shows, we got another big one coming up here next week.
So we don't.
Right.
But somebody does.
That's right. So if you guys live in the Pennsylvania area, or, I mean, I know people that are driving a couple hours to go to the Lancaster Classic. I mean, it's a big deal. Not the Classic, sorry, the Extravaganza. I got the Classic on the brain because I'm shooting at that thing, so I got to get ready.
It's coming soon.
That's coming soon, too.
You got a few months to get ready for that. But guys, coming up, Lancaster Archery Extravaganza. This is their big preseason blowout. They do it every year. Tons of great stuff for sale.
Ambassadors, don't forget about them.
Yeah, a lot of our brand ambassador team is going to be there on site. They're going to have Bowhunt Or Die and bowhunting.com stickers and other goodies they're going to be passing out.
Don't forget about the first 40.
First 40 people get free hats.
First 40 that walk in, mention Bowhunt Or Die to any of the staff.
We packed the hats up and sent them. So they have the 40 hats, so you guys just got to go in.
If they fall short, guys, then we'll have to take that up with
all
them.
the Lancaster guys are going to be wearing Bowhunt Or Die hats, and mysteriously they're only going to have 20. But guys, make sure you stop in and say hello. Make sure you mention that bowhunting.com and Bowhunt Or Die sent you. Looks like it's going to be a great time. Wish we could be there. Guys, so with that all said, we're going to jump right into some bow fishing action with our resident bow fisher person, I guess you would call him, Dan Richardson. Let's check it out.
Hey, good morning from Indiana. I'm going to do this really quick because I overslept. I never oversleep. Got a call last night from my bow fishing buddies, and they're going to Kentucky, and they said, hey, why don't we try to film it? So we're going to go, just one of those days we're going to just go try to have fun. Normally we do our tournaments and everything, but we decided to get together and just have some fun. Hey, say hi to Trump, newest addition to the Richardson family. He's a good little fella. Can't wait to see what he grows up to be. Hopefully a shed dog, we'll see. But anyway, my late self is going to get ready, and I've got to hit the road, so we'll see you there.
Where the heck you been, Dan?
Dude, I overslept.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't ever oversleep. Probably working so hard, you know, you know how it is.
That's not it.
That's not
That's
it.
not it.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Now tell me you brought the elk salami.
You gotta be kidding.
One of you guys was supposed to remind me.
We tell you every time.
Tell you guys every time you got to shoot me a text the night before.
I think it's
Have me in thought.
I think you just don't want us to have any.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I forgot again. What is this, like 4 times now?
5 or 6, I think.
Okay, we're here in Kentucky and we're going to start out by some of the dams. It's kind of windy. We're kind of disappointed. It's a little bit choppy. May end up finding some coves here lately, get around the trees where it's a little more calm. I just want to bring something up. Out on the water, right here, this is your most important thing. You got to wear a life jacket. I've known people that's drowned. I've seen it on Facebook all the time. Guys go out, have an accident, they drown. Right here, this is number one when you're out here on the water. So always take these. These kind here's got the bottle in it where they actually pump up if you fall in. And you can shoot very comfortably out of these, unlike the big orange ones or the vest type. So keep that in mind. Keep going. Keep me too.
That fish.
All right, we got a change of plans. We found a few fish where we was by the dam. Kyle shot a nice big head. Me and Kyle both shot a silver at the same time. We didn't have that one on film. Jordan shot a big head, ended up getting off, but we just wasn't finding the number of fish we're looking for. So we've got another place that we've been to here before. So we're going to give it a go, try to get back in these coves. Fingers crossed. Alright, looking for some bigger ones than that. Hey, I'm not going to complain, we're finally finding a few of them.
Oh, getting close.
Oh, pull that. Both hit him. Little tip on these grassies, especially the big ones, they're very soft. They run hard, they pull out easy. Sometimes it's better just to push your button, just let them go, let them tire out. Just work them real slow.
That's what we're talking about.
Look at that.
Dano.
We doubled up on that guy. Man, he is girthy,
He's
isn't
a
he?
good one.
That is a nice fish right there.
Probably a good 30,
Good
35.
shooting, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking
Seen
about.
him laying up there in the shadows, and we just slowly snuck in on him, and luckily he went sideways on us. It's so much easier to hit them when they're going sideways. Good shooting, man.
Yeah, you too.
Awesome.
You too.
Yeah. Oh, I'm telling you, people, if you don't do this, you got to get out and try it. So much fun.
So much fun.
Wow. I was just like small-time bow fisherman until I met these two guys here, and they kind of got me hooked into the big stuff now. So I love it. Oh my God! Oh my God! Are you in again? we doubled again. Three in a row.
There you go, Dean.
Not real big, but he's beautiful. Look at him. We are having a ball out here. Love it.
Oh, good shot.
Oh, how did I hit that?
He's still there.
Oh yeah, you're in him. That we can force him in now.
Right there's why we do backup shots.
Exactly.
Never know when your arrow's gonna pull out. Not a very big fish. Still don't want to take a chance.
Good shot, man. First cigar of the day. What do you think, guys? I think we had a pretty good day. Pretty good day.
Can't complain with what we shot today.
Yeah, we're out here. We're definitely killing fish. We've had a few pull-offs, which you've seen. It's getting hot. I mean, we're out here just burning up. So we're gonna wrap it up here in a minute. We went out here and got a good time. all for the entertainment of you. We just want to thank everybody that watches us. This is why we do it. We just like showing everybody what we do and kind of encourage others to get out there too. So anyway, we had a good time. Bowhunt or die.
Bowhunt or die.
Bowhunt or die.
Plan for today, we're going to put some minerals in the ground. I've got 2 bags of Heartland Wildlife right here. I've got some buck bricks. I've got some extra at home for when these run out. I'll be adding to the sites. Make sure you check your state's regulations before you put these in. I know some states, I don't think you can put minerals down at all. Here in Indiana you can up until a certain point, so make sure you read up on that. Look at all this green lush stuff behind me. It's dry now, but this morning thunderstorms were rolling through. I didn't think it was ever going to quit raining. Everything was soaking wet, and I kind of thought my plans were foiled to put this stuff down, but finally sun comes up through the trees. I waited for a while, let everything dry up just a little bit, but what you got when early spring you got your green coming up, it contains sodium, and deer eat that. They crave sodium. But the more green and lush your undergrowth and everything else gets, the less sodium content it has towards midsummer to late summer. So that's where your minerals are going to come in. You're going to put that out there, and as the plant life starts to lose that sodium content, you got your minerals and they will find it. They seek this stuff out because it's got sodium and vitamins and minerals in it. So we're going to take this to the site where last year I got a lot of game camera pictures of a buck I called Poser. He was always coming into a mineral site I had, so I'm going to refresh that. I didn't find him in the season, unfortunately, but maybe this is a better year. So we're going to head to that site and get these minerals laid out. Okay, here's the site. You can pretty well see where the minerals were last year. There's actually a few paw marks in here where they've been scratching at it trying to get some more out. I'm tickled pink. I got my card pulled on the stealth cam, put it on my phone, went through some pictures briefly, and wouldn't you know it, Poser's in there. I'm so excited that he made it through the season and that he's back in the area and he's visiting this place. So definitely going to put some minerals in here. We're going to spread them on about a 2-foot area right here. This is pretty level, so I'm not going to dig it up to make sure it don't run off on heavy rains. But if you got something that's sloped pretty good, you might want to dig that out. Dig out the high side, take that dirt, put it on the low side, and kind of berm that up. That way your minerals don't wash out on you. But for this site right here, it's pretty well good to go. We're going to get them all spread out, put the game cam back out, come back later, and hopefully we got some good pictures.
This is where perfect moments are born, where the unmistakable feel of American-made quality gives you the confidence to take the whitetail of a lifetime. Lightning fast and incredibly accurate, the Ultralight Turbo GT and Titan SS are built for these opportunities. Seize the moment. 10-point. Perfection lives here.
Well, Todd, that was a cool segment from Dan. It definitely makes me want to go bow fishing. Todd and I were supposed to go last week. Unfortunately, our trip got rained out. We had some bad weather, but looks like he had a blast. And then Todd, man, it looks like he's got a great deer on his trail camera to chase this fall as well. So Dan is having a heck of a summer.
Dan's got a great start going. I mean, you know, when he got those minerals out, big bucks already hitting them. I mean, I think Dan just needs to keep bow fishing and wait until the season starts and get out there and
absolutely
shoot that buck.
Nothing wrong with that. So guys, next up we're going to get a couple updates from some team members. We've got Neal McCullough, we've got Richie Music, and then we're going to hear from Dean Krueger as well. So let's check those out now.
All right, well, today is August 2nd, I believe. It's a beautiful day here in Houston County. I am working on a couple of my my food plots. One new one that I just established this spring, and then another one that I've been hunting over for the last couple of years. They're on sort of on one of them's for more of a south wind, one of them's for more of a north wind, but they're on kind of either side of this kind of high ridge that I've been hunting. And I sprayed the field. It turned up pretty good, but there's a fair amount of grass, so I'm gonna get this harrow hooked up and drag it out as best I can, get some fertilizer in the ground, and then I'll show you what I'm planting today. So better get to it. Bowhunt or die. I got this turned up here pretty good. My next step is going to be to get the fertilizer mixed in the bag and spread around, and we'll do that next. So let's get that done. All right, so now here comes the fun part. I got the food all tilled up, or my food plot all tilled up using this harrow, which works pretty well. It's not quite as deep as I would want it to, but I'm gonna have to make it work. So today I am trying something new I've never tried. This is called Secret Weapon from Heartland Wildlife. It has peas and beans in here. Now it's right next to a bean field, but these beans will be harvested here probably end of September, early October. So hopefully they'll transition from these beans and probably pound mine, and hopefully I'll have enough food here to last throughout October and into November. So here's the plan. This has big seeds, the beans and the peas. It also has a bunch of turnips in here. So I'm gonna spread the big seeds out first and get those spread. This says it plants roughly half an acre, and this is probably a quarter of an acre. I'm gonna use up most of this bag, I think. It's probably a little bit overseeded, but I'm not sure how much success I'm gonna have with germination. So I'll probably try to use most, if not all, of this bag on this particular plot. So let's get the fun started. Get this bag open and get the seed in the ground. We're supposed to have a big rain tomorrow. I was looking at the forecast. It looks like up to an inch of rain for this area. And I've heard that if you're gonna put any kind of big seed like a bean, best time to do it if you're not using farm equipment is right before a real big rain. So that's the theory. We're gonna test it today, and hopefully it'll work come fall. So come along with me. Bowhunt or die. All right, well, the last bit of the bag here is the turnip seeds. These are the littler ones. What I'm gonna do is run this drag over here one more time and get some of these bigger seeds hopefully buried deep in the ground, and then we'll do the turnips at the end. So those shouldn't take too much pushing in at all. I might just drive over them with the four-wheeler. So off we go. All right, last piece of the puzzle. Gonna get this stealth cam put up. I'm gonna put it right up here behind me over my shoulder, and kind of overlook this food plot and see what kind of things get coming through here as this greens up. So get this set up, and we gotta move on to food plot number 2. So off we go. All right, here we are, food plot number 2. Right behind me in my left shoulder in that big oak tree is one of my favorite stands. This is an established food plot I've done the last few years, and one of the things I noticed is I've been planting too late, particularly on the turnips. So I am gonna try again in this spot, same as my new one. I'm gonna try this Secret Weapon. It's got beans and peas, but it also has turnips, and it's it's early August, so hopefully I can get a little bit better germination and potentially have a little more growth in those. So I'll likely follow this up with some cereal grains, some buck forage oats, and maybe some rye, but for now I'm gonna get this going. All right, absolutely perfect, perfect morning. Got a lot accomplished. So the farm's looking great. Corn's growing, beans are growing, everything's growing nice. And both my north and my south food plot are now done. I fertilized them and also seeded them with Secret Weapon with the beans and peas, and then also with turnips. So I got everything raked up real good. The seeds buried in deep. We got a huge rainstorm coming in tomorrow. And potentially Friday. It should get about an inch or so of rain. It's hot and sticky now, so hopefully good conditions for growth. And I will be back probably in 2, maybe 3 weeks to check these plots, and potentially if I have bare spots or I need to add a little bit of green to them, I will add some oats and maybe some winter rye. So I got kind of a good plan here. I'm really happy with how these guys turned out. And now I just wait for the season. I got to go get my cameras checked. I have actually 4 on this property that I'll go get checked, get them loaded on the computer, and start to develop the hit list for the spot. And hopefully there's a few good ones around. Bow hunt or die.
All right, guys, here we are in Northern Illinois. It is May 12th. Actually, heading out to the farm today, gonna do a little food plot work. My buddy Mike, who hunts on the property with me, was out last week. Actually, it's been about a week and a half now, and was able to disc all the plot areas up. So now we're gonna go in and hopefully put some seed in the dirt today and watch this Heartland plot grow. Well, guys, made it out to the plot. Here we are. So we've got our Heartland seed here. This is actually the Rack Maker Plus. That's what we're going to plant in this food plot here. It's 66.95% alfalfa. And it's also got some chicory in there. And some 14.97% Ladino clover. So mostly alfalfa, which is what I'm kind of looking for in this plot. Something that they can browse on from early season through late season. And you know, it can take a heavy browse factor. It'll keep regrowing, so that's what we're looking for. This plot actually holds a lot of deer. Last year they literally wiped out my beans before season even opened. Ate every single one of them, this entire field. So no more of that stuff. We're gonna do something that can take a heavy graze. So we're gonna go in here and get this seed in the ground. Well, guys, plot 1 is in the ground, so we're going to move on to number 2, do the same thing. Get some rain here shortly, come back about 2 weeks, check the growth, see how it looks, but it's in the ground. Let nature take its course now. Bow hunt or die. On to the next one. All right, guys, here we go. It's Sunday, June 25th. Out here at the farm, you know, last video you saw, we were out here getting it sprayed, killing off all the weeds that came up in it. So they're going to go in and plant the Heartland Rack Maker Plus. We're going to drag it all in. Perfect day. It's only 64 degrees right now. Sure beats the 90s. We've been in the high 80s. So we're going to get in the farm here in about 2 minutes. Get everything loaded up and get going here on this food plot. So here we go. Stick with us. Bow hunt or die. All right, so we got it disced up now. We're going to go ahead and put the Heartland Rack Maker Plus in the old spreader here and get it seeded. What we're trying to do now, obviously you can see it used to be a much larger plot. The issue we had with that was we're only hunting it on a southwest wind. So we would have the deer last year come out on the south end of the plot and they would never truly transition into bow range. So basically what we're doing now is cutting this plot in half. So that way when the deer come out of the bedding area, anywhere in this new plot, they're going to be in bow range. So that's the plan behind cutting it in half. So hopefully it'll work. So we're going to get this thing filled up and get to spreading. Well, good morning, folks. It is July 7th, 2017, Friday. We got a nice overcast day today, so it's not extremely hot. I decided to run down to the farm and check on my Heartland food plots and pull a couple SD cards on the stealth cams. All right, guys, down here at my stealth cam, I got the wireless camera running down here, and I'm going to move it a little closer to the river. All right, guys, second to last camera of the day. This is actually my favorite camera on the entire farm. It always produces great quality pics. It's just a perfect funnel between a bedding area, water source, and a food source. All right, guys, so I just got done checking this card, and Slingshot was actually here on the 29th. It's looking really good. So, I'm excited. All right, one more camera to check, and then we are done, I promise. I'm going across the other side of the farm. We're gonna pull that card and we're getting out of here. All right, guys, last stealth cam to check today. This is the spot I harvested my buck last fall. Anyways, all right, it's the last card. Let's see what we got. No bucks. Some does. Man. All right, guys, well, that's pretty much going to do it. I'm going to relocate this last camera and get out of here. I'm going to let them sit now for about a month. Come back about August 7th or 10th, right around there, check them. And I'm going to hang stands at that time, too. But other than that, everything's done. Cameras are out, they're doing their thing. All right, guys, till we're back out here next time checking on food plots and hanging stands and running cameras again. Bowhunt or Die.
Hey everyone, a little summer update here from the Kruegers. The kid's been busy with ball, and actually Kylie's got softball. She's got a game tournament this weekend. She had a game this morning, and she has another one here in another couple hours. So in between games, we thought we'd come home, take a few shots with their new hunting rig, and the kids will be shooting the new Horton Vortec RDX, and it's made by 10 Point, so it's a great hunting rig. We've been excited to be able to shoot it here, and we're having a little bit of fun, like I said, in between ball games. So that's a little update from us, what we've been up to, and we're getting eager about checking our stealth cams and seeing what kind of bucks we got out there. So we're getting winding down with the ball, so pretty soon it's hunting, and hopefully we have a good season. Good luck to everybody else out there this fall.
You know, Justin, one of the beauties of watching Bowhunt or Die, in my opinion, just watching our team develop, right? I mean, it's just neat to see Dean's kids getting older. I mean, it takes time getting out there with them. Yeah. I mean, it's just neat, guys. So, I mean, the last three segments that you just saw, I mean, they're all preparing for the season amongst their busy work schedules. But food plots, I mean, you know what? We've got a couple tips from Neal and Richie in terms of what they're doing. I mean, I think one of the big things that I kept hearing was just, you know, over browsing, right? I mean, these deer just can pound the living daylights out of these food plots. So the beauty of having that small little secret plot is you think you got this great little honey hole, but man, they can knock that food out of there quickly. So
sure, well, you just got to keep an eye on it. And you know, Neal said he was going to go back later in the fall, put some cereal grains in, which is a great option, you know, for those of you guys out there who maybe your spring, summer, even some of your early fall plantings, you know, either get overbrowsed or they don't germinate, they get flooded out like they did here in Illinois. You know, you still have some time and some options. I know Tommy and I have been, well, we've been looking at our bean plot, and it's kind of like we're crossing our fingers it's going to pull through, but if for some reason it doesn't, you know, definitely being able to go in there with some buck forage oats, some winter wheat, some rye is going to, you know, be able to still have a food plot that we can get in, you know, before the hunting season comes.
But I got to give Neal a hard time there, Justin.
Sorry, Neal.
I mean,
sorry,
come on,
Neal.
you guys, don't overplant. You got to read the instructions. I mean, Neal goes to the extent of saying, it's for this big of a acreage.
It's for a half an acre.
But I'm going to use the whole bag. Guys, don't do that. I mean, seriously, I remember when I first started doing food plotting, sometimes you feel like more is better, and I mean, it is not true. Sure. I mean, these seeds require, I mean, you think about a brassica or a radish, I mean, they can literally take up a 1 foot or even a 2 foot by 2 foot square. You start putting 3 and 4 and 5 seeds overpopulating an area, you end up just with smaller.
Stunts the growth.
100%.
Believe me, I've made the mistake myself as well. I know Tommy loves to overseed all of our plots, so I totally understand. You want to, like Todd said, you think you're putting more in and it's going to be beneficial, but it ends up not. So guys, make sure you read the instructions. It'll be interesting to see how those plots develop for those guys come this fall. So guys, that's all the outdoor preseason kind of prep action we've got for this week. Of course, we want to take a couple minutes here to thank the people who sent in their trophy photos for this episode. We're also going to pick a winner of the best photo, so let's check them out now.
Aaron Barnes,
Ronnie Hemsworth,
Steve Plants,
Tom Stein,
Bo Klevgard. Hey guys, those are some great trophies, and of course, if you'd like to see yourself right here on an episode of Bowhunt or Die, make sure you send us your photos. But we did say that we were going to start picking a winner, and in this case, Justin, this was tough. I mean, we both sat back and we started looking at all of the photos that were submitted here for this week's episode, and
we had some good ones this week.
There are some good ones here, but Ronnie, we're going to give it to you. I mean, you know, it's centered well. We can see your bow. It's a great deer. It's just a well-framed photo.
That is a giant deer he killed. Look at that thing. I need, Ronnie, wherever you're hunting, you just send us the coordinates.
Come on, Ronnie.
Todd and I will come
I'll tell you what, Ronnie, and we will even hook you up with a special
Todd Giraffe shirt.
I don't know if you remember the episode at some point. I don't know what episode it was, but Mr. Knucklehead here was playing with his phone. I was like, oh, he's hiding something from me. Well, it was this new secret shirt that they designed. So we're going to have a limited edition, a run of these that you can buy from the website. I don't know when they're going to be available. Won't mention it on the show. But how did this shirt come to be again, Justin? Exactly. What was it?
I know. I just had an idea one day while we were here. Everybody always wonders what I'm sketching on my piece of paper.
Yeah, and
one day I was sketching a Todd Giraffe shirt.
Yeah, and beyond the Todd Giraffe, just amazing. We go to a trade show one day, and my last name is also spelled wrong on the pass of my badge.
That legitimately was a mistake by the trade show people, but hey, it spawned our greatest shirt yet. So guys, thanks a lot for watching this week's episode. We'll have some more action for you in 2 weeks. As we mentioned earlier, Todd is headed out to Wyoming to visit with Dustin and hopefully shoot an antelope. What are you thinking, buddy? How you feeling? Feeling good?
Good. I shot this morning. Everything's feeling good. I'm good.
All right. Todd was acting all nervous right before we started filming. He's got a million things to do before he leaves, and he's freaking out. Now he's Mr. Joe Cool during the show.
I got a million things. I want to go get my food plots in. I want to check some trail cameras. I got to move some stands. I got some business stuff I got to do.
All right. Well,
guys, bought a new camera to put over Justin to keep an eye on him.
Wish Mr. Graff luck out in Wyoming next week. We'll have a show in 2 weeks. Hopefully we'll have an update from Todd. We'll have an animal on the ground, so we'll see you then.
For more exciting action, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and receive live updates from our team members as well as the latest happenings in the bow hunting and archery world. Be sure to share your photos, stories, and experiences as well. And don't forget to pick up your official bowhunting.com and Bowhunt Or Die gear by visiting bowhunting.com/gear. We have a full selection of hats, shirts, decals, wristbands, and much more.
And my plan now is to not ramble as much as I'm currently rambling. I'm gonna have to try that again. And was able to get out to my spot here, and I don't know what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to try that again. Checking in here from my favorite spot in Houston County. That sounds dumb. I'm gonna try it again.
Welcome to another jam-packed action of Bowhunt Or Die. Justin.
Jam-packed action of